It's a they ask how I get that Hey guys, welcome back. If you're back, thank you for coming back. Today is gonna be a little bit different. And sorry for the echo in advance. I'm in the bathroom. I'm in LA right now for about 2 weeks, and I know a lot of you guys wanted me to kind of hop on here and talk to you about a couple things. So I just wanted to do like a get ready with me / talk and just like a chit chat with me basically. I'm going to do some content later too, like get some photos and meet with a friend. So like I love when people do like a get ready with me when they're like traveling, because I kind of want to see like what they bring, what they do, like do they do anything different from what they would normally do when they're home. So today I'm gonna try out the Good Apple from Kat Von D, and I also got the Fenty this Fenty Easy Drops. This one is in the color 30 medium. I don't know if that's my color. So a lot of you guys probably have seen my weight gain journey video that I posted on my Instagram about like basically how I've been gaining weight. It's been a journey. If you've been following me since the beginning, you guys already know, like I have been pretty thin for the most part, like pretty much all my life. Like I've never really had weight like that. My mom's side of the family is relatively thin. I feel like I've gotten most of my mother's genetics when it comes to that. So retaining weight is just something that's always been a challenge for me. But now that I'm 28, I feel like my metabolism is starting to slow down. Like I've seen it, and I know it comes with having a sedentary lifestyle. For me last year, and I know a lot of you guys probably weren't really outside like that. Obviously we were in a pandemic, so let me see. This is my first time trying this, so I'm excited. I'm nervous. Like I don't know what to expect. It looks like it's gonna be light, right? So I'm gonna use this Hourglass foundation brush. It doesn't have a name on it. I got it with a foundation though. I know it's a foundation brush. So I'm just gonna tap into this mirror since I'm facing this way. Yeah, girl. No. But I will say, how people be like, oh my gosh, yes. Like this is what I call coverage, but this is too light for me. So to my sister it goes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and try the Fenty one, but I know this is just for like a light coverage. I don't really want a light coverage today. I want like a medium coverage. So I'm gonna probably mix it with my Rare Beauty. Okay, there's a little bit right there. And I see people just like rubbing it in with their fingers from TikTok. But that looks really good. Look at that. Wow. Okay, Ree. But anyway, so I was living a sedentary lifestyle, as you guys probably were as well, because we really couldn't go outside like that last year. And now I feel like since outside is kind of outsiding, we can do more than we were doing last year. So just wasn't really doing very much. And like I said, I was depressed. I was going through a lot mentally, which I think I'll do a different video about like why I really left LA and why, you know, like just the life changes that I decided to make were pretty sudden. And a lot of people don't even know that I left. I think a lot of people just probably don't care that much, but yeah, I left because there was just too much going on here. And I was like really lonely. I was having a lot of stuff, just like my life was upside down. It was upside down, truly upside down. I wasn't really eating very much. I wasn't taking care of my body. I was just kind of like coasting, floating by. And if you guys understand that and know what that means, like your mental health is so important in any aspect. When you want to change your life and you want to do something better for yourself, you have to like mentally be there first before you can really just put your all into something. And I was just feeling a little bit down about everything. I was feeling down about just my life choices. I was really sad because I wasn't with my family. I just was like feeling just pretty awful. And the fact that I wasn't with my boyfriend either, like he was in Toronto, and we were going through our own thing too. It was just so much going on that I wasn't taking care of my body. Like I was so thin. I think at one point I was almost 100 pounds. Like I was so thin, and I'll insert some pictures and stuff and video here of just how skinny my body was. And I was really trying to hide it because I was very insecure about it. And I'm just speaking from my own personal experience, because I did post that video on TikTok and people were like, oh my gosh, like I'm skinny too, doesn't mean I'm not taking care of my body and stuff. Now I'm not saying that, that's not what I'm perpetuating, but from my own personal experience, me not eating, not taking care of my body, I felt very unhealthy, and I just wasn't feeling like at my best. And I went home last year and I stayed at my mom's house for a long time. Like I was there for almost 3-4 months. Like I was just feeling like, oh my gosh, maybe I should just move back home. Like maybe I should just move back home and be with my family and feel safe and feel, at ease about everything. Living out here was very expensive as well. Like I just didn't want to keep up with this lifestyle here. It was so expensive. Like I was spending a good $6,000 to $7,000 a month living here. That was a mental toll. That took a mental toll on me too, because I was like realizing like I could be living in a big fat house somewhere else, and not spending $3,000 on rent. Like that was a lot of money every month. I was spending almost $3,500, on rent, and I didn't own it. And it just felt so stupid to me. I was like, why am I doing this? So in August, I finally moved from LA. Me and Jermaine, like I said, we got our apartment together. You guys already know that. And this looks a little, this looks a little light. It's separating. It's separating. I don't know if that formula with this Rare Beauty thing is matching right now. Like I think that's something you definitely probably have to use by itself. Once we really started like getting in the flow of stuff, I really want to say this because I feel like it's super important to kind of like how I decided to really get into my fitness journey, and then also just overall mental health. Jermaine really is that nigga. I just gotta say that. I know he's gonna watch it. He's gonna be like, oh my god, Tiffany. But no, like when I say that he is my partner, and I know that like without his, I know I would have still been able to do this, but I can say that he definitely helped along the way, because his outlook on life and just how he's so positive and remains positive. Not that he's a perfect person or anything, and not saying that he doesn't get down and blah 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 or whatever, but Jermaine really helped put a lot in perspective for me of how I felt about myself and just how my outlook on life needed to be different. The way he speaks and the way he just kind of like approaches things in life, I feel like that's the kind of stuff that I want in a partner. Like I want my partner to really like just change my perspective, put me in a better headspace. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like you should have when you have someone that you're, with. They should be just leveling you up mentally. I feel like he really helped with me just kind of like getting out of my own way, getting out of my funk, like speaking negatively over stuff. Like he really checked me, and like I just saw how he just goes about life and how he approaches stuff and things, and it just inspired me. I think like more, he got, as soon as we got to Florida, he's like, okay, I'm going to the gym. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know, I was just super anti. I think I was just like really, I was still so stuck in my head and just like unhappy that I was like not wanting to help myself. I don't know why, I just had like such this negative outlook on just wanting to like, I was still stuck in this headspace that I wasn't here when I was living in LA. I was still stuck in that like, ugh, like life sucks type of thing. And just to see him kind of like move all the way from a different country or to a different country, and not be in his safe spot, being so positive about it and actually taking action to make sure that he feels good health-wise and mentally, because I feel like when you go through a fitness or get into your fitness journey, it really helps you mentally. It's like something that I didn't understand until like now that I'm getting into it. So to see him like just approach it with such positivity, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna approach it with positivity. I'm decided to make this change. So before I had even got to Florida, I was eating so much. Like, I think I was just feeling like better because I was home and I didn't have any type of diet or anything. I was just eating whatever, honestly. I was just eating, finally. I was just finally eating and eating more meals than just one. Because I remember in LA, sometimes I would just eat once a day and it would be something small. Like my body couldn't handle more than that because my stomach had just shrunk from like not eating. I don't want to say that I had it's like a big thing to say, but I don't want to say that I had like an eating disorder or anything, but just the way I was eating wasn't healthy. It wasn't like, and I wasn't trying to do it on purpose. It just, like I said, my mental state wasn't the best, so I wasn't taking care of my body like I should have. Jermaine is like amazing cook, so we're eating all the time, good meals. I was trying to keep up with him because he's such a big guy. Like, he has a huge stomach. And I just started kind of like, I feel like I started creating those eating habits as well. Like, I feel like I eat like a dude now. But yeah, so I'm just like eating more, and I started to notice like, oh my gosh, girl, you getting kind of thick. You might want to start toning that up. And so this month, March, which is almost over, I decided to get into the gym at the beginning of the month. And when I tell you that I'm already seeing a difference in this body, girl, I think that's what got me more excited as well. It's just like, oh my gosh, like I'm finally, you know, getting a little booty. I'm finally getting some weight to my arms. Like, I'm finally feeling like good about my body, what I see. It's like separating. I know you guys probably can't see that, but okay, there we go. It's like separating under my eyes, but you can see how like you can still see my skin through. I just don't like this. Some of you guys were asking like, what's my diet, stuff like that. I don't really have a diet right now. I just kind of eat things in moderation. So I won't have like, I eat like high calorie a lot of the time, stuff that I know is going to actually put weight on me. But I don't have like a specific thing that I eat every day. Like, oh, I'm gonna eat this. I don't do meal prep because when I was eating before, like when I started like really getting the appetite, really like maintaining my appetite, whatnot, guys, I was eating so bad. Every single day I was eating so bad. I was just eating, but it was like, oh, finally I have appetite to eat stuff, and I wasn't getting sick every time I ate. I wasn't feeling like I was gonna throw up every time I ate. I don't know if anybody else deals with that, but when I eat, sometimes it feels like I'm gonna throw up. I would just get like this anxiety, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up my food right now. I don't know why I was getting like that, what was happening to me mentally, but I was just like feeling constantly nauseous. I work out about 5 times a week. Yeah, about 4 to 5 times a week. And I have been following this girl named Dadiana. I'm gonna put all this information down in the link and down in the description bar below, so just so you guys have this information. But I follow this girl named Dadiana, Nova. She is like my inspo. Her butt is so amazing. It's so amazing. It just gives me a realistic take on how I can change my body. And so yeah, I follow her. She has a really great meal plan, and she also, it comes with the meal plan, it comes with the exercises and video. It's just really helpful. Workouts from Chloe Ting on YouTube. I also take some TikToks that I've seen on TikTok. I think it's just all about consistency and wanting to actually be healthy in your mental state. And I've just taken the time to really focus on that, and I feel like it's starting to make a difference slowly but surely. Basically, with me working out too, I'm sure the workouts is what really got my butt to like kind of have that nice roundness. But this is like the equivalent to 1,200 squats, and the way it contracts the butt and the muscle. When I said that I would work out a full week and then I would go to her, my butt would just get plumper and plumper and plumper. So I'm thinking about going back because I'm like, okay, it's not invasive. It's giving you that kind of shape that you want to your butt. And I think with working out, it obviously helps a whole lot more. If you were, I don't think you, personally, I feel like I wouldn't see a big of a difference if I wasn't. I'm not saying that it's not able to do that, but I feel like it just helped. I feel like it helped so much. So I'm gonna put that also down in the links below if you're interested about what that is. But it's, like I said, it's not invasive. It doesn't hurt. It's super easy to do. Where I go, I think the procedure is like $250 for 3 sessions, which is pretty good. Especially, I'm sure here in LA it's probably like $1,500. I already know it's probably hella expensive out here, but I've also put out more music, which I'm really happy about, and I think that it's going pretty well. I have made a couple playlists, Spotify, and also on Apple Music. Your girl is on streaming platforms. I've already kind of like linked up and worked with one of my favorite artists / writer / producer. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys too, because this person is the GOAT. So I'm excited about that, but music is going pretty good. Thanks for everybody that has been supportive of it. And I'm just like really trying to keep a very low but high, not really high expectation. I'm just like going with the flow. Whatever happens with my music is just, you know, in God's hands. So I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself to just go with the flow, and whatever God wants to happen will happen. But I'm very excited. I feel like I have a lot to offer as an artist, and I think people are really gonna like my music. And if they don't, that's fine too. I'm using the Freck Cheek Slime, and this is in the color Fielding. And then I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona. You guys already know if you know me. So I used to be a 02, and now I'm a 46 in pants. And that was like a really interesting reality to come to, because I've been buying extra small, and my body is like, girl, you are no longer an extra small. You are a small medium. So get together. That has been very interesting to come to terms with. Like it's so interesting gaining weight, and I don't think anyone really talks about that. I mean, anyway, that's a lot. Why did I do? Okay. Anyway, so it's interesting coming to like when you're gaining weight and stuff like that. I don't think a lot of people talk about it, but you're mentally, that's a mental change as well. Your body is like different from what you're used to looking at. So I've been talking about that with my family and just my boyfriend and stuff, and I'm just like, yo, like this is so weird for me to constantly like, you know, be a certain size for so long, and then that changes. It looked it looks crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that's something I definitely was like, oh, bitches get thick, but also, oh, bitch, I'm getting thick. Like, ooh, it's just so, yeah. I also use a little bit of Freck. This is the Freck Noir. I like to put one right under my nose. I don't know why I like to do that, but I just like it. I think it's, so I forgot my eyeliner. So I'm gonna use this. This sucks. Guys, this looks so bad. Once I put lashes on though, it won't look that bad. These are the Grande Lash, Grande Brow. These products on my brows and my lashes. And yo, when I tell y'all that I actually see a difference, I'm so soft. It's a they ask how I get that. Add some lip liner. This is the KK Beauty lip liner in Nude 2. I'm just gonna add the Fenty Gloss Fussy. Much it. I'm going to see you guys later. If you have any questions, please listen down in the comments below. I'll answer all the stuff that you want. And if you want a more in-depth video about my weight gain and my exercises and all that stuff, just let me know. I will be happy to make a video about that as well. And I will see you guys later. Bye.